Let me show you ChromaBox. This is a really fun plugin I bought a while ago, and now you can get it for free with AA Productions' 12th anniversary bundle. There's also a couple of other plugins and sample packs in this bundle, but ChromaBox is the only one that I really find interesting, so let's have a look at that. I'm going to show you how it sounds on this Reed 200. I really like the sound of this plugin, but it does sound like a plain DI signal, and DI signals in my experience often use up a wide range of the frequency spectrum, while maybe still sounding a bit dull and maybe boring. So what happens if we put ChromaBox on it? Dry. Let's increase the depth a bit. On the website, AA Production describes this plugin as a spectrum exciter. I never fully understood what they mean with that. Obviously, there's saturation in this plugin, there's some excitement going on. But to me, the most important section is this color section down here. And this leads me to use this plugin in the same sense I would a cab simulator. Using these different color profiles feels a bit like using different cab IRs. We just heard burgundy, now let's hear a lighter shade of red, rosé. Or a vivid red. Or the soft umber. And let's compare that to a regular cab simulator, my go-to being MCabinet. And dry. Both of these plugins seem to reduce the original frequency content a bit while shaping the sound in a pleasant way. We can visualize this with a tool like Bertham's EQ Curve Analyzer. Of course, ChromaBox is not strictly linear, and a curve analyzer like this only really works with linear plugins. But if we turn down the saturation and space settings, we end up with what seems to be pretty linear processing. And now we can see how the different colors look like different IR curves. The dark ones obviously bring out the low end a bit more and tuck the high end a bit, while the lighter ones reduce the low end. Vivid ones are more mid-high forward, and the soft ones seem pretty flat. And how do MCabinet's IRs look? These IRs are a lot more band passed, as you can see. They cut out a lot more of the lows and highs. But where there is signal passing through, you see there's also crazy peaks and valleys, very similar to what we saw with ChromaBox. While we have this curve analyzer open, let me quickly explain to you some of the other knobs in this plugin. Depth is a simple mix knob. Hue shifts the whole IR EQ curve up or down. Like this, you can maybe adjust it slightly to bring out specific frequencies in a signal that you want. And luminance is like a tilt filter. Bring out the highs or bring out more of the lows. And then there is the non-linear processes in here. Saturation obviously excites the signal, saturates the signal. And then there is space, which is like a reverb. Let's give this Reed 200 some space. Make that resonate a bit more. With a different color. And obviously the light ones are meant to tuck the low end, but what if I want to bring that out again? I could just turn down the luminance like this. And we get back some of that low end. Alright, so ChromaBox, I think it sounds very nice depending on what you put through it, but why would you need to use a plugin like this or like a cab simulator? I think it all makes more sense if we look at it in the context of a mix. Without any processing, the Reed 200 sounds like this. And now check out how differently it sits in the mix just by us adding a little color to it, a little space. Dry. Different color. Ochre. Navy. dark color could help you to really melt the Wurlitzer together with the drums and the bass, or a lighter color could make it feel more separate. And I really think all of these sounds are nice in their own way. They're all different, but they all keep the original character of the instrument. They don't change it too much, but they make it sit in the mix completely differently. But now, comparing the colors like this, I did find myself wanting a volume out control, or maybe even automatic gain compensation, which this plugin is lacking at the moment. So that's a criticism I have for it. Let's also hear how this sounds on a different instrument. Dexed is an instrument I really like, but I think it's a great example for something that sounds very dry if you don't add any effects. And what happens if we add ChromaBox to it? It immediately sounds like it's in a space. It immediately has more character. A different color, a bit more depth, a bit more space. It sounds like it's in a room. It's really nice. That's ChromaBox. Grab it while it's free. Personally, I paid $12 for it a couple of months ago, and I think it's definitely worth that price. Let me know in the comments if you agree that this is kind of like a cab sim, or give us some other suggestions of how you could use this plugin. Thank you very much for watching. Consider subscribing, and see you again soon.